Hi, hello. There's a new content update that released this week for the new plant pass that's coming out. This is completely unscripted. I'm just going through my really quick thoughts on this update because there's not a lot in this update, but I do like one specific thing about it that's not even in the game itself. It's just part of the main developer cycle and how the developers are actually communicating with the community about this update. But yeah, anyway, content update 4. We got a new plant pass, new levels, one new plant, one new zombie as per usual, which I am still annoyed about. But since we got bamboo shoots last week, I want to say this might be what they're trying to do now, where they're releasing one new plant every week. I hope they keep doing that. Please, can we please keep doing that? That would be great. Anyway, I do want to talk about real quick my favorite part about this update, which again isn't even in the game itself. It's in the blog post that they're going to be doing moving forward with all of these state of the lawn forum posts. They're going to be making these introduction posts here at the start of every single one of these, called Dave's Test Kitchen, which it looks cute. I like the art as always. What this basically is that they're going to talk about results from various little things or experiments that they're doing in the game. They're going to be talking about how that worked out for the team, what they saw in the player base, and then they're going to be talking about things that they're going to be trying out for the upcoming content update or title update, whichever one, just to see how the community reacts to that, what they think of it, and the stats that it affects. I do want to go over that real quick, what they said here. So basically they said that the last test, which was the coleslaw plant pass, which they only had the tier 2 plan for it, which a lot of people were kind of upset about, because like where's Nobilista? Nobilista is the tier 3 equivalent to coleslaw, so like why didn't they add that? Well, they go into saying that a lot of people felt that the plant pass didn't offer as much value as they had hoped for. However, they also say that it became the best-selling, most played, and most complete plant pass they've done, which I don't know. I kind of call bullshit on that. They bring up some statistics and data later on, but nothing super concrete. It feels a little weird. They keep saying that the reason for this is probably because it's the first time that they released a new plant pass after about a month of reruns, which we had before the coleslaw plant pass. But I don't know. It just feels weird to call a plant pass where you didn't even get any tier 3s the best. That's a little odd, and I don't think they're being completely truthful there. But I don't know. So what they're saying is that this time around, they're going to add into the plant pass. They're going to be giving something for new or concurrent players, and something for veteran in quotation marks. Veteran or like players who already have a lot of content like me to work with. So what they're going to be doing is that for this plant pass that's going to be running from August 5th until August 19th, they're going to be running it in a way that you get Buzz Choi, which is the brand new plant that they're going to be bringing back into the game, and they're also going to be giving out Electric Pea Shooter and Nippy Cabbage in the plant pass. So that's really cool, because those plants are kind of strong. Electric Pea Shooter, not really, kind of. He's a little weird. But Nippy Cabbage has been pretty much the go-to strategy for Volcano Adventure until you unlock the tier 3 plants, or you get something like Coleslaw. So now they're basically giving out these plants for free in the plant pass. That's really cool. And they say that they chose these plants because they are both highly used by players who have them, but only 14% of active players have Electric Pea Shooter, and only 10% of active players have Nippy Cabbage, which, okay, the Electric Pea Shooter one I kinda get. He's a little weird. Plants like Punk Shocker are a lot better at doing electric damage than Electric Pea Shooter, but Electric Pea Shooter is a tier 2, and then Punk Shocker is a tier 3, so I don't really think that's a fair comparison, but anyway. And Nippy Cabbage is probably the weirdest one here, because again, a lot of people use this plant to be the volcano levels. Maybe they're talking about the fact that Nippy Cabbage itself isn't being used a lot, or it isn't being unlocked a lot. So I don't know, man. That's weird, but sure. It says that including these plans gives more players a chance to unlock them without spending seeds and start building them into their collections earlier. We're also interested in seeing whether having access to upgrade these plans earlier changes how players approach the volcano adventure. Now, that's a little odd, the fact that they bring up upgrading plans, because I had a video planned about this, but I guess it's a little too late now. The update from last week that added bamboo shoots also removed shards and seed rewards from the adventure mode. So like you're getting less resources to upgrade. So like why are you upgrading at this point then? I don't get it. You can beat the game with like level 1 and level 2 plans very easily. So I don't know. If they want players to upgrade their plans, I don't know why they're removing sources for resources to gain resources from. It's just, I don't get it, man. It's a little confusing. Anyways, at the end they say one of the most valuable parts of early access, which, yeah, the reason they're doing all of these experiments or tests is because they want to prepare the game for the full launch, which is probably going to be at the end of this year. One of the most valuable parts of early access is that your feedback and gameplay data help us understand things from different perspectives. Your feedback tells us how you feel and why. Gameplay data helps us understand how the community engages with the game. Many times those things will line up perfectly, but sometimes they don't. Both of them help us make better decisions, and we'll continue to share about this in future updates. So, yeah, I mean, they're still taking feedback into consideration, which is true. Sometime after the big update that rebalanced the entire game, they held another questionnaire for players to answer in game and in online. And yeah, they were asking a lot of things. Me personally, I was very satisfied. I don't know what the general consensus is. The consensus that I've seen in places like YouTube and Reddit is that PvZ 3 right now is in a lot better of a state than it was before, but it has a problem with content, which is something that I want to tackle in a different video sometime in the future. I want to talk about how the game is just like really staggering when it comes to new content. But who knows? Maybe the release from Bamboo Shoots last week is a sign that they're going to be adding in new plants every week, slowly and surely until we have the roster from the seedling build. I really hope they do, because oh my god, like it is the easiest thing they could do to fix this game, and I really hope they do that, because again, this week we're still only getting Boss Troy and one new zombie and 25 more levels. Like, come on, man, give us more. Give us just a little bit more, or at least the same amount of content, but just more often, like every week. Allow us players to return every week to the game to check out something new. But anyway, the new plan pass, of course, is Boss Troy. Boss Troy created by merging Bob Troy and Asatil. He now hits way harder than before. His ability in the seedling build was that his punches would chain through enemies in his lane, and like I think in the adjacent lanes as well. So, I mean, he's probably going to be useful in campground levels, especially against stuff like Sea Scouts that like to clump up a lot together. Unfortunately, the zombie that they're introducing to this event is the Flapjack zombie, which used to be the Lumberjack zombie. They redesigned him a little bit. They gave him a new weapon. He used to have an axe or a hatchet, and now he has a frying pan, which is, honestly, that is funny. It is a funny thing, but yeah, it's basically the same zombie. He swings his frying pan in front of him and deals damage to plants in his lane and the lane atop and below, but only in one tile ahead. So, I mean, we're adding a plant that is close range versus a zombie that excels at close range. Come on, man, really? Man, they could have added the Cabbage Bolt and Saptail fusion. I don't know what his name was. I'll put it up on screen if I remember. They're also adding 25 more adventure levels like usual. And they very much did say here, we heard your feedback that some of the Volcano Adventure levels were starting to feel repetitive, and many of you want to see more unique gameplay mechanics introduced throughout the journey. So now, starting Adventure level 141, which is going to be in the sewers by the looks of it, we'll be running into Acid Rain, a new environmental hazard that changes the rhythm of each battle. Acid Rain periodically damages all plants and zombies for 15 seconds at a rate of 10 damage per second. So that's 150 damage total. Ouch. and then followed by a 10-second break before the next downpour. So that's interesting. They're finally adding a gimmick to hopefully the sewers. I think I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the sewers because it's acid. So I mean, acid rain. The plants in the sewers are acid themed. Like, it kind of makes sense, you know. But I'm glad that they're finally realizing that yes, we are sick of the volcano. Please stop putting us in the volcano. Oh my god. They're finally getting rid of, well, not getting rid of, but they're finally giving us a break from that in this this little stretch of adventure levels for issue number 6. And they're adding 5 new camp expedition levels starting on August 12th. I don't care about expeditions. I know there's some people who like to play those. I personally find them really annoying. I've been trying to slowly get through them, but I generally cannot put up with the volcano expedition for like more than 5 minutes, man. I'm sick of volcano levels. And finally, they added a ton of little fixes and changes, little small changes and fixes to the game. I mean, the usual random bug fixes and whatnot. They made the level 2 of the adventure level much easier, apparently. And now it has walnuts now for some reason. Okay. That really sucks for me because I had already recorded a new how to grind the daily scores meter after the new update. That was super unlucky, man. I released that video right before the update came out that changed all of those levels. It still works, but it's just a little annoying now. And they're adding even more changes to that little section of the game that I'm using for that method. Like, come on, man. Please. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. Just a bunch of little fixes and small changes. Nothing too significant here, but, you know, it's just the usual stuff. And hopefully, it says here, Neighborville keeps getting bigger and will continue welcoming new regions to early access over the coming months. If you experience any unexpected long-relay incidents, check your known issues list first, and let us know in the forums and yada yada. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's all. So that's basically all day. Again, it's kind of small. I do like the change that they did to the plant pass where you can get multiple plants in it instead of just one. At least for this one, where it's a tier 2 plant. Them giving you electric peach and nappy cabbage so that you get 3 plants overall in the free pass. That's really cool. I like that decision. I don't know how to feel about them just doing tier 2 plant passes though, because the tier 2s are easier to unlock normally, and they're also not as strong as the tier 3s. Like, really, if they want to incentivize people to buy the plant pass, it would be better for them to just give you tier 3s more often, no? But I mean, the plant pass is a scam, let's be real. It barely gives you any resources and stuff. I don't buy it. I don't think anyone should buy it unless you like the little decorations that they add in there. But, you know, that's just me. Anyway, so that's gonna be the update for this week. I hope that they keep adding new plants every week, because getting bamboo shoots out of nowhere last week was really, really fun. And I do hope that this long patrol season is going to be enjoyable, because we're in the campgrounds again. Like, hooray, finally, we're out of the volcano. I hope we're out of the volcano for at least a month. I am sick of it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this little rambling video. I hope you enjoyed it. Look out for the updated guide on the daily scores meter method very soon, and also the tier 3 plants tier list. I really want to do that very soon. So until then, I'll see you guys next time. Take care of yourselves.